We're getting very close to the fairy event part 2 coming out, and a bunch more leaks are coming out basically spoiling how we're going to be able to play this event and be able to farm it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video, go over all of those leaks and show you everything you need to be doing right now so that we can be as ready as possible. But really quick, if I can just ask you to hit the subscribe button if you have not already, you know the stuff coming back often, just hit it. We're getting really close to 20k. It really just means so much to me, so just thank you. But alright, now for this first thing, if you've seen my video yesterday, I pretty much made a video talking about something you needed to do to actually farm the new chests that are coming, because as we know, every part 2 we get the chest added. Right now we have the Skyroot chest, but that's leaving tomorrow when the update comes out, and we got this leak yesterday with this enchanted chest, which is what's going to be replacing it. And we can even see on here on Roblox in the event tab for the fairy event part 2, they've leaked it themselves on here in this picture that we're getting a new crafting table. Now I'm not going to say this is 100% not going to happen and it's not going to be in there, but yesterday I said that if you farmed up a bunch of seed packs and eggs from here, you could then use those to craft the new chests. Pretty much just because that's how it was in the beanstalk event. Once we got the crafting table up at the top in the part 2, we could craft them with seed packs and eggs. But if you watch YouTubers talk about leaks often, you probably know who Epter is. He's like one of the main guys that leaks this stuff. I still have no clue how he always gets them, but he's leaked everything in the crafting table, at least what he's seeing wherever he's getting them. And right now there's these 2 fairy nets, which I'll get into in a minute. The fairy radar, the fairy targeter, fairy caller, and then a fairy power extender, I think. And then finally a luminous wand and a fairy summoner. And if that is true, that's all it's going to be in there. The chests are not in there, so you're not going to be able to farm packs and eggs right now and then get a head start and be able to craft a bunch of chests, unless he's just in like a dev server or something. And if that is the case, they usually add stuff after once the update fully drops, so it still could be in there, but with the leaks that we have right now, it's just not. But okay, off of that, on the stuff we actually can farm. Talking about these recipes now, the stuff that's actually in here, and the most important thing is going to be these fairy nets. It says they are used to catch a fairy to get bonus fairy points. And then the fairy net version 2 is the same thing, used to catch a fairy to store in your backpack and get fairy points. I don't know why one has to be in your backpack and one is just getting fairy points. I'm not sure what the difference is yet, but we can already see their crafting recipes. I don't know if the time is going to be the final. I don't know if it's only going to take 1 minute for 20 of them. I feel like it should, and especially with what these things are actually used for, this is going to be like the main part of the event part 2, because he also leaked this little fairy person. It's not the godmother, it's somebody else, but apparently when you turn the fairies into here, you get these points right here, and this is actually how you're going to get the chest. He says once you get 100 points, that's when you get one chest or something. I don't know if you get any other rewards for getting a certain amount of other points, but every 100 points you get a chest. I don't know how many points each fairy gives you. One fairy could be like 10 points. There could be different rarities of fairies, ones that are harder to find, and those give you more points. But since we are going to need them fairies, and you have to get them fairies with them wands, you're going to need probably a bunch of them and as fast as you can get them if you want to farm this as soon as it comes out. So again, just using this leak here, we can see what we need to craft these. You need sunbulbs, strawberries, I think it's harvesting tool, and then a fairy points, just 100 of them. So if you've not already been farming this first part event, if you want to be able to get this stuff from the part 2, you're going to need to do it at least a little bit to get these points down here. And then you're going to need sunbulbs and strawberries to actually get stuff. The strawberries, obviously, we all know how to get those, just get it from the normal shop. And then the sunbulb seeds, these right here, you actually get from the enchanted seed packs. From these, I have 59 left of those, but these you also get from the event right now. So again, you're going to have to farm for these plants if you want them. And then the harvesting tool is just in the gear shop, so make sure you're coming over here every 5 minutes when it restocks. You can buy them out, get as many as you're going to need, because you're probably going to need a bunch of them, and they only stock like 1 or 2 every 5 minutes, so it's kind of slow to get them, except you do get 5 at a time, I'm pretty sure. So wait, it's not that slow, but you get the point. Just farm them as much as you can so you have them. And then even the fairy net version 2, I can't even like think of anything that the version 2 might really help you. Like, I don't know, why does one put it in your backpack and one doesn't? Why? Maybe there's a new backpack item being added. I really don't know, but if you want to farm these, you're going to need dragon fruits and mangoes, and then you're also going to have to craft the first nets to be able to make the second nets. And you need even more fairy points to make these. So again, just farming this event as much as possible and getting the seed shop every 5 minutes so you can get as many dragon fruits and mangoes as possible. And now really quick, I am going to highly recommend you start farming the fairy nets, because one of the rewards from this chest actually might be really good. So obviously we know every week or every other week when we get the part 2 events, we get the chest, and then there's always the 1% pet in there. Usually it's not that great, it's just decent. But this one we're about to be getting this week could be very helpful to a lot of people and could be worth a decent amount. So farming these is going to be it's just going to be very beneficial. And if I come into this Discord server, we can actually see all of the pets that are going to be in here. The first one is the cardinal. Nothing crazy, all magical type plants grow 1.5 times faster, and magical plants are probably just going to be the new ones we're about to get, plus the ones we have in the game now, just all of the plants from the fairy event. And then the shroomy, which is the second rarer pet or whatever it is, all nearby fruits within 25 studs will have increased 0.006 times size bonus for every fungus type plant in your garden, which if I'm being honest, this is going to be like completely just terrible. I really don't see anybody using this unless you get a bunch of them, and you could get 8 of these, and then you can only have a max of 300 fungus type plants down. And so if I'm not wrong, just doing the math in my head, I think you can get this up to a 0.9 times size bonus. So it's like almost a 1 time size bonus. And if you have 8 of these, you could get up to about like a 7.5-ish times size bonus. I don't know if that's crazy. Is that a lot? Is it 7.5 times? I feel like that's not a lot, but it could be. I guess we'll just have to test when it's here. But now for the big one, the main one we're all going to want to farm for, because I feel like this might be really good. The Phoenix pet is going to be the 1% pet, or it might even be harder than 1% chance to get. We still do not know. But pets taken from the pet mutation machine have a bonus 1 to 4.8 age to their age value. And then the second part is kind of useless. We don't really care. Every 6 minutes, travel between 4 random fruit in your garden, giving the flame mutation. I mean, it's another mutation to get, so it's not completely terrible, but the main thing is definitely this top one. Because you think when you want to use the mutation machine for one of your pets, you need to get it to level 50, and that takes a decent amount of time. So like right now my pets, I'll switch my teams to something better. I don't have a single pet at level 50 yet, but it doesn't matter because we still just know that's how you mutate your pet. You get it level 50, you put it in here when you get a mutation. Everybody's hoping for the rarest ones: Ascended, Radiant, Shocked, Rainbow. Mainly Rainbow or Ascended, those are the 2 main ones. But pretty much most of the time you're getting something trash like Shiny or Inverted, and it's just nobody wants that. So what you can do before you take your pet out and get your mutation, like it says on here, you take it out and it has a bonus 1 to 4.8 age to their value. You have one of those phoenixes in your garden, you take your pet out, you're going to be around probably age 2 to 3. But now remember, you can level these pets up once you get the phoenix to say level 100. I know it's going to take a while to get there, but this could possibly get up to like in between age bonus like 1 and like 7 or 8. And then you can also have 8 pets down in your garden, so you have 8 of these down. You could possibly get up to, let's say, a 7 age bonus for every single one of them. And now if you take that 7 times age bonus, you multiply it by 8 for all 8 pets, you could possibly be getting your pets already back up to level 50 just by taking it out of there and having them pets down. You can take it out, you can get rid of the mutation on there, because if you don't remember, or if you don't even know yet, inside of the guard or the gear shop, they added this cleansing pet shard. It can bring your pet back to normal. It removes their mutation so you can do it again and get something better. You take this out of here, you possibly get up to level 50, like just like that, like automatically. You cleanse the pet, put it right back in, wait another hour, you get it, and then you have the same pet down. You can take it out again, it could possibly be level 50 again, and you could just keep doing it over and over and over and over again, and you could you're gonna get the mutation you want probably a lot faster. Now it is gonna be a grind to get 8 of these things, especially if it's gonna be a 1% chance to get the pet, and we have no clue how easy or hard it is to actually farm these things yet. We don't know how fast we're gonna be able to get them. But not only that, because if you have 8 of them down, and in these achievements, if you come down to the divine ones, you need to mutate 100 pets. If my scroll wheel would stop scrolling past it, mutate 100 pets. This is also going to help you get done with this a lot faster, and I feel like this pet could be one of the best ones to ever exist in this game if it is used like this, and it does stack with each other. But now there is one final thing I wanted to show you. It's not really a tip or anything. It is just a video again that Epter posted. It is just a big leak of what everything's gonna look like. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this is actually what it's going. I mean, it looks pretty legit. It looks really cool. I mean, you can see the tree in the middle. It's the same one we have right now, but everything is so beautiful. Like everything looks so good. But another thing we can actually notice here is what I was kind of speculating anticipating as soon as the fairy event part 2 got announced is I'm gonna let this finish playing really quick so you can see everything. And actually I kind of missed it, but when you come over here, he looks down here, there's like a portal or something. I don't know what that's going to do. Maybe that's where the fairies come out of to give the mutations, but no, I think they come out of the tree. But then he just goes back around, he does a little spin, and that's pretty much everything. But if that is everything, it looks like the fountain is gone, as well as this new fairy godmother right here, because this is the tree that was in the middle. It's the same one. You can see the door, it was in that video, but the fountain is gone. I don't know if they just moved it somewhere else, but these rewards might be gone tomorrow. So if there's still stuff in here you want, you better get in here and get it. I'm not saying it is leaving because I don't know 100%, but the leaks are kind of looking like they are. It looks like it's gone. Same with the fairy godmother, but I feel like this isn't going to fully leave over here. This might just get changed into the other person or reset, because these upgrades are probably going to reset as well, and your multipliers are going to go back down, and then you're gonna have to get it for the new fairy version 2 whatever, or it could stay. I have really no idea, but that is pretty much everything. That's all of the leaks. That's everything I think we need to farm really quick, and how we're gonna be able to get prepared. Just get ready, because this next event could actually be decent. We have something to do. We run around and catch fairies. It's more than just getting a mutation on a plant, turning it in for our rewards, and one of the pets from the chest is actually something different, something unique that's gonna be, you know, somewhat useful. So we'll actually have something to be grinding for. But okay, that's everything. If you enjoyed, just maybe hit the like button and subscribe, post notifications for when I make more videos like this. You don't miss them as soon as they come out, especially when the event is here tomorrow. I'm gonna make guides as quick as I possibly can, so you'll know how to farm them, and also just because we're getting really close to 20k, so just might as well just hit it. But alright, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.